Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are doing a writing vlog. Fun fact, this is the second time I filmed this intro. I think I filmed this intro like 3 hours ago because it was going to be trying to write 10,000 words in a week. And then halfway through the intro, I accidentally was like, I want to be writing 15,000 words a week. And then I realized I've been filming a lot of videos today because I have been going out and doing things. And I'm like, this is so much like extra stuff to be a vlog full of like a week. So we're doing a vlog today. My goal was to do 10,000 words this week, and it still is. But today I am trying to write, we're gonna go with 4,000 words. Well, actually, my goal is to hit 10,000 words right now. So I'm currently working on Project Paint, which is my new contemporary romance that I never thought I would create. I currently have 5,836 words, and I am currently watching a live right now that's writing sprints. I missed the first one because at the beginning of this vlog, I was telling my audience that I had to go to Walmart to pick up new art prints, which I'm picking up new art prints, and then I put them on the wall. So you're gonna see both clips of me doing that. And then I also got boba, so you'll be getting a boba haul when we get there. Are we starting it? No, we're not starting. I have to make sure we're not starting the second sprint. I was gone for the second sprint. So we're gonna do it. My goal for this video is to write 4,164 words, aka get my contemporary romance to 10,000 words. It's currently 3 o'clock and there was a sprint, or I'm watching Lindy Jung. She's like one of my favorite author tubers right now. I'm watching one of her writing sprints live streams, and they're currently like on a break. They're like just chatting right now. And yeah, and I have another one later on with Sarah Sutton, I believe at 6 p.m. So that's like in 3 hours. So my goal is to write 4,164 words in that time span. So I realized I forgot to kind of introduce myself. Hello, my name is Monroe. If you do not know, I am a published author of 3 books. One which is Deadly Scream, and that is a young adult fantasy novel with a hint of romance and a lot of fantasy. And then I have a second series. It's a duology. It's a new adult dark romance with fantasy in it. So like a dark romantasy. That is a duology that is called A Demon's Heart and a Blood Throne. If you're interested, all of the information for that will be down in the description. I am currently working on my 5th book. This is called Project Paint. If you do not know, this is a contemporary romance that I am trying to write, and it will probably be under a different screen name. And in other videos, I actually finished my first draft of my 4th book, and we called that Project Crimson. I don't know why I'm having difficulty speaking. I'm so sorry. Project Crimson is going to be a new adult romantasy, but it's gonna be gothic Victorian, so it's not gonna be like as steamy as like A Demon's Heart and the Blood Throne. I kind of pulled it back a little bit. It definitely still has some like romance and like steam in it, but not as much as A Demon's Heart. That series has like a lot of steam and spice in that one. So if you're interested, that's down in the description. And then so Project Crimson is my 4th project that I will not be working on today. And Project Paint is the project we're working on, and that is contemporary romance that I never thought I would be working on, because I normally don't read or write just contemporary romance. So yeah, welcome to my channel if you are new here. It is currently 3:02. I am waiting for this next sprint to go live. It'll start. That's my dog walking around, and I don't know how long it's gonna be. How long have they been live? They've been live for an hour, so I'm hoping they do another hour. If not, I'll do some of my own live sprints. Hi, puppy. The dog's coming over. Hi. Let's get to writing and planning, and hopefully let's get to 10K by the end of the night. Wow, I have 4,000 words to write. So if they're still talking, I might just start writing and then do sprints after that. Yeah, let's get into the video. Also, this is my current artwork I have on my wall in the living room, just like above my couch. So we're gonna go from a dark gothic vibe to something else that I think you guys will all recognize. This one is my favorite. This one's my favorite. This one just reminds me of Percy. That's why I got that one. But I mean, they're all my favorites. They're all very gorgeous. I will link the artist down in the description for these paintings. Okay, so good news is I found another writing sprint that I can watch before I go watch Sarah Sutton's at 6 o'clock, because this one is starting at 2 and then I'm going to have one at 6, and it's just going to be a day of writing sprints besides going to Walmart to get my prints, even though I just got a email saying that they might be delayed. Oh, it's ready for pickup. Never mind. Actually, just kidding. I might go grab them. But so this is what I'm waiting for. Oh, maybe, yeah, no, I might go grab them. And then I also have this spreadsheet here that's going to keep track of all my words. And then I also have, this is just like my monthly spreadsheet for like writing count. It's actually in my Etsy if you guys are interested. Essentially, it like does math for you. I move closer. So like this day, I only wrote project paint. So the current project I'm working on, I wrote 1,346 words. And so that's going to go like to the total of the day. And then at the end of the week, or at the end here, it will say for which project I wrote so many words, and then it'll group all of the projects here, and then I just have like a key because I like highlight things. And then over here I have a word count, like this was supposed to be for a certain project, but I only just did one. I have a word count calculator essentially. It does just like the math for me, and it's really nice. And this is my sprints I did last week, so that was like what the numbers you guys already saw. So right now I am debating if I go get that because it starts in a half an hour. Will I get to Walmart and back in 30 minutes? But I was gonna stop and go get boba. I kind of want to go. I might go. I really want to go get the prints. I was gonna be like, okay, so we have half an hour for that, and then we might clean my desk in between there. But honestly, I might go. So I'm gonna go to Walmart, and if I have enough time, I'm gonna go get boba. Really good. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. To me, this is starting to turn out like a regular vlog instead of like a weekly vlog. So this might just be a vlog, like a daily vlog. Still will probably do the 10K, 15K goal, whatever. But maybe that'll be like a tonight thing. It took me an hour to get home, so they are still into their first sprint. They have 15 minutes left of it. But I got my boba. I got jasmine green tea with strawberry jasmine green tea with strawberry poppers. I got this the other day, and I just got it with the regular like tapioca, and it was really good, but I kind of wanted some strawberry with it. This looks so fucking good. So good. And the owners, the nicest lady ever. I've actually only met her the other day. Otherwise, it's normally like college students there because like it's on the college campus kind of. She was so nice because I bought a few things. We'll do a little haul. And she gave me things at the end for my patients. They were really busy, and I was like, don't worry about it. Okay, so this is what she gave me at the end. I was like the last one in there. She didn't give it to anyone else because I was like obviously waiting. She gave me these chocolate rolls with mixed berry, and she puts on my drink. She's like, these are for you. And I was like, thank you, you kind lady, oh so. And I was like, have a great day, like be safe out there because our weather's not great right now. Yeah, so this is what I got to my haul. They have like a lot of like food and like snacks there. So I got some ramen that I'm probably gonna make tonight. I got the pork ramen, and then I got some lychee, like berry fruit snacks. It's lychee, mango, and strawberry. I've been craving fruit snacks lately, but I don't know. I feel like these don't have as much sugar. Yeah, these don't have as much sugar in them. I've been trying to go on like a sugar deficit, kind of, just not like eating and drinking as much. And then this has so much sugar in it. I got a peach tea drink, and then this is new. This totally counteracts my not wanting to eat and drink a lot of sugar. I got a taro cream wafer. I was really curious about this. So, yeah, I think the total was like $16 for all the items plus my tea. This is what I got. Let's try. I don't know why I didn't try it. It's so good. Oh, that's even better with the strawberry, which is like the regular tapioca. And we have my wall prints, which I need for my scissors to cut it open. It's gonna be like the next step we do. I'll probably do it because we still have 12 minutes in the thing. Oh, here we go. We have Crescent City. Ah! Oh, they're sticky. No. Okay. We have Crescent City. We have, I don't know how to pronounce this, the Bastieth. I don't fucking know. From Fourth Wing. It's pretty. And then we have Terrasan from Throne of Glass. And then we have Valaris from Akatar. Yeah, so I'm gonna put those up really fast before the sprint is done, and I will show you guys the update wall afterwards. I'm super excited. I use Velcro on the back because we can't, obviously I'm like renting, so I can't like put holes into the wall, or at least like I shouldn't. Okay, well, while I put these together, let's talk about the current book I'm writing. I kind of like already gave you guys like a little bit of like what I'm doing. So essentially I got this book idea because on the way back from my Hawaii trip in January when I was seeing my sister, I might need to find like an envelope or something. So I got the idea because I wanted to, my sister and I bonded a lot when I was there, and I wanted to create a book where I could essentially like showcase that bond between siblings. And I feel like with the other books that I'm writing, I'm way more like focused on like the romance instead of like sibling aspects of everything. So I randomly got this idea to start a contemporary romance. Yeah, so I got this idea to start a contemporary romance. We're gonna do right, this fits. Yeah. Okay, good. I was really worried that it wouldn't fit and I got the wrong size, but I did not. And so the main character, so I was talking about how she moves in with her sister. The thing I forgot to mention is her sister and her sister's husband, so her like brother-in-law. She moves in because she wants to like help her sister with her store that she has. She has like an art store that she runs. Her sister is well known for her pottery. She does a lot of pottery and like sculptures, and then the store that she has is like the basic pottery store that you can go into. Like it has some art prints. Look how cute this is. I love this. Okay, so we have the first one. I'm so excited. I've had the gothic ones for the last year because I remember I had them before Cedric moved in, and it's been a year since he moved in. All right, next one. So the main character is a painter. So this is why it's called Project Paint. Essentially, she comes from a family of artistic people. Actually, I want to say family because it's like an interesting family dynamic about how her mother was trying to live through her artistic dreams through her children because she didn't have any like talent per se when it came to that. So she was essentially always like trying to push her children to create stuff and like use them for like money because her children, aka like my main character and her sister, were very talented artists. And so in the story, it's essentially they are both artists now. They're both actually not very successful artists, but like they make money off of their art. And they decided to do it together in a time of need because her sister is struggling to produce paintings that are making money because her sister does pottery instead of like painting. Blackheart. So she invited the main character to help. And yeah, so that's like most of the story. It's like it's a story about family for sure, and I really wanted to make that a topic because I feel like in my other books I have like talks of family, and most of the time it's not good. Because I just have like a lot of like family trauma essentially that I've had to like heal from. Like I feel like a lot of people do, and it shows a lot in my work. It shows a lot with like the main characters and like their family dynamics and like versus like how I see family and how I like struggle to see family like a normal person. And like the fact that I'm 23 and I'm like finally healing with my sister and like just finally healing with family in general. I just want to make something that gives off the same vibe of like she's healing. Velaris, which actually this is perfect because Velaris is from Akatar, which is all about finding family. Well, pretty much these are all finding family. We just did a therapy session there really fast. But these are all about finding your family and people you love, so that's okay. This one. So we have Terracin and Velaris already here. Sorry, it's my backpack. But yeah, so I really want to bring that into my writing. The fact that I'm like healing and all that. And like you guys aren't gonna know, I guess, what book I'm talking about when I'm done with it. If I do decide to do a pen name, which I think I want to, because like something I talked about earlier was how the genres that I am currently writing in and this upcoming genre do not fit at all. This one was my favorite of all. I love like Victorian, I love statues, like this is just so literally gorgeous. I do need to get better frames. These are all very cheap frames. And I feel like these prints could be done way better if they had better frames. Alright, I'm gonna stop talking now, finish this, so I can put it up on the wall, and then that sprint is almost done. But I want to talk about my book a little bit and how I feel like this is gonna be the book that really I need for therapy. It's It's gonna be my therapy book. I kind of try to do that with The Blood Throne and A Demon's Heart. I feel like at that stage of my life, I had really bad not family connections, like I just didn't, I feel like I was relying more on my friends and my family for like comfort, and you can like tell. And then with Deadly Scream, you can definitely tell I was having family issues. So yeah, I would like to make a book that doesn't heavily revolve around that. Oh, and something I'm really excited about this book that I'm working on, Project Paint. The names are super cute of my characters. It's literally so cute. We have Fourth Wing. I had the option to do, I think, like a different print, but I really liked this one. Last one, we have Crescent City. Here goes the cat. We love you, Percival. The cat is being turned into Crescent City. Whoop. All right, the last one. All right, let's get these up. I think you can see all 4 of these. So I'm like debating how I want to have this. I think we do, how's that color? Yeah? Yeah. I think this is how we're going to do it. You can't see it. So we have, you can see a little bit. We have Crescent City on this side, or Lunathian, Crescent City, City of Starlight, Valaris, Tarson, and a word I cannot. That looks straight, roughly. That looks roughly straight. I just realized it cut me off. Oops. This is where we've gotten. We have all of them except for this one to put up. Yeah, so you can't even tell if there's a mark there. Yay! Look at my beauties! Ah! I'm super excited about this. Just kidding, that one's crooked. I don't know what it is. Putting these up healed me. Don't get me wrong, I love all my gothic art. Love it. Putting up bookish things back up again instead of other things that are not bookish makes me feel way better. Fixed it. Yay! Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I'm excited. But that sprint is definitely over, which means I need to get back to my computer, unfortunately. But isn't it cute? Look how cute it is. I'm super excited. All of the links for these will be down below for my old prints and then my new prints. So all the links for all the art you've seen today will be down in the description. So go check them out. They're all beautiful. They're all great. And yeah, let's get to writing sprints. Let's get to actually writing in this writing vlog. Okay, so I just finished my first sprint with Lynn's channel, and let's do some calculations, which I don't actually have to do the calculation because my document does that for me. So I'm now at a 6,455 word count. So during that 25 minute sprint, it was more like 20, I got started a little late-ish. I wrote 619, so nice, 619. I call that a success. I was struggling a little bit at the start to like figure out what I wanted to write and like where I was going with the scene I was in. But then when it got down to the like last 2 minutes of the sprint, I was like, I have all of these thoughts that I need to write down and I need to do it fast because there's 2 minutes left on the timer. And yeah, but I did finish this chapter. What chapter is this? I finished chapter 5, so I'm on chapter 6 now for Project Paint. That's wild to me because I was not planning at all to finish this chapter, and there's a lot of things that I wrote that was not in my plans at all. I have like a medium-ish outline where it's like not a huge outline. It's just like my Milanote where I have like plot points, but not a lot of like details within those plot points. And this conversation that just happened between my main character and her sister was not even close to in the plan. It was not in the plan whatsoever. But I feel like this chapter needed more like substance to be a good chapter, so then I added it, and now I'm like, we added more backstory to her sister, which prior to that, all her sister had for like a personality was she owns an art shop and then she's happily married to her husband. There's not much behind it. So yeah, I'm glad I added some like background to her character as well, because we are going to see her often in this book, because obviously like the main character like lives with her, and on top of that, like the main character's sister is like just a huge part of the main character's life. Like she's just is always there. So I'm glad I added like more background to that. I don't know if they're doing another sprint or not. I know I have them muted right now because I'm like obviously vlogging, but I'll probably have 2 hours in between this writing sprint or this writing live stream versus Sarah's writing live stream. I've never actually like joined Lynn's live streams before, because I feel like whenever she has them, I'm like normally busy, so I've like never hopped in before. But yeah, so this is my first time. Yeah, and it's great, and I really like it. But I feel like I'm less likely to like type in this chat versus like Sarah's chat. That's also because like Sarah's a little bit smaller, and like she'll actually like respond to everyone's messages, which it's not Lynn's fault, obviously. Like, so happy for her success. Amazing, good job. Yeah, I just feel like this one, I just like to sit back and like listen and like write is all. Yeah, so in between this sprint and the next one, I actually put on a pan or a pot of hot water. I'm gonna make some ramen for dinner, and then probably get back into another writing sprint, because I have ideas of like where this is going and I'm really excited about it. So let's get going. Although I do, now that I'm like thinking about it before I end this part, I need to like kind of remember where, like what season I have this story in right now, because there is this date that I have my main character going on that would be a great like winter date, but I'm like 99% sure it's like not winter. I think I just put it to like spring, which isn't gonna be very helpful, so I actually need to go back and read like what season I have this in. Luckily there's only like 20 pages, so it's not gonna take long. But yeah, unless it's like not even mentioned, then I can kind of just like briefly go in there. Like I mentioned that it was cold. It might be fall, but I don't know. But that's something I have to do before the next sprint, is figure out what season we're in, because this date that I want them to go on would be an amazing winter date, aka I want them to go ice skating for the first time. I think it'd be really cute. But so I have some things to research. Okay, so I am back again at 5:01. I curled my hair, I ate my dinner, I done a little bit of cleaning. Sarah Sutton's writing sprints is not until 6 o'clock, so I have a full hour. So currently what I'm doing is I am watching To All the Boys I've Loved Before, one of my favorite movies, and I am I'm doing further into the outline on my Milanote to kind of like give me more information on like what I'm doing this next chapter, because we left off on starting on chapter 6, and I feel like all of these like plot points that I have on here, I feel like I'm running through them almost too fast, or like I just don't have enough like plans for certain things, so I'm just trying to like move on to the next thing. So I feel like there's some situations that are like not getting like talked about enough. So I'm going to show you what my Milanote looks like really fast, and obviously like blur anything out that needs to be blurred out. So this is what my Milanote looks like. These are my main character. This is my main character, her sister, her husband, and then some possible love interests, with one of them being her actual love interest, but I'm pretty much just going to blur names or anything out. And then we got some colors and everything. Then we have some plot points down here. And at this point, I'm on chapter 6, but I'm here right now, and I feel like all of this was too fast, or like I just don't have enough information, because like this is the ending right here. So that's the ending, and we're here right now, technically kind of here, and I'm 20 pages in. So I feel like there's definitely some information that needs to be added here. So I'm gonna kind of go in, because like I can go in further and like put more like information here. So I might be doing that, and then I might try to like section it off so it's like chapter 1, chapter 2 over here, chapter 3. So I'm gonna like try to like move some stuff around so like I have a better picture of like what I'm trying to do for this next couple of chapters, and because I know for a fact that like I will be writing a lot. And by writing a lot, I mean like Sarah Sutton's writing sprints, I tend to write a decent bit. I just feel like more motivated, more planned. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I want a good like game plan, because like we're already a decent ways through like the goal tonight. of getting to 10,000, which means that I'm writing, what was the number? It's like, I needed like 4,000 or something. I don't quite, like 4,000 something, which is almost 5,000, which is crazy because I normally don't ever like write this much, but we're changing that today. So that's what I'm going to work on the next like 40-ish minutes before the sprint starts. And then obviously like do some of the sprints and see where we are at in between those and then where we're at by the end of the night. My goal this vlog was to get to 10,000 words. And we are currently at 6,457. So we need 3,543 left, which is, I could honestly see that because, so she normally does like 4 sprints. And each sprint I normally write like between 500 and 900, sometimes like above 1,000 when like I'm in a good mood. And if I'm doing that for every single sprint, we'll actually get really close to my 10,000 word goal, which would be great because like we love writing. We love dedicated writing, which has been one of my goals for this month of March and just in general is to dedicate more of my time to writing instead of like playing video games and just like watching movies, because there was like a week where I was just straight like watching movies and TV shows. I didn't do anything else. Like I'd come to work or I'd go to work, I'd come home and I'd sit and I would like watch movies or TV shows because I used to not do that like at all. Like I never consumed content like that. So yeah, I'm trying to be more intentional with my writing starting this week. So obviously it's going good now. We got some plans. We're making some plans. We got some word count already going up. So yeah, that's exciting. And hopefully by the end of the night, we will have either up to 10,000 or more than 10,000. I would be very happy if we had more than 10,000 words. So that's the goal. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Probably at the beginning of the first sprint or like mid sprint or like after sprint. So I'll see you guys soon.
Fine. 25 minutes on the clock. We'll see where we end up. I'm rooting for you. You got this. In 3, 2, 1. Best luck. I'll see you in hot seconds.
I just realized as I'm writing this scene that the date that I have planned is not the date that I accidentally wrote when they were texting back and forth and he was like, let's go here, and she's like, okay, and that is not the plan. Not the plan. But you know what? It's fine because I wanted them to go on multiple dates anyway, but I guess I have to switch the plan a little bit because the original plan was that they were gonna go ice skating, but I forgot that I am having him take her to an expensive art gallery and dinner, and I forgot about it. And there's 15 minutes left of the sprint, so I'm gonna keep going, and there's nothing wrong with it, but now I have to have a little bit more of like a game plan, so this makes me worry a little bit, but you know what, it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna go, you guys. I have to change my game plan and I hate change, so wish me luck. Okay, so the first sprint is done, and I wrote 661 words, which is putting me at 7,116. So we are climbing up there a little. We are climbing up there. I've noticed today, because I did my writing sprints earlier, and that was like 619. So around 25 minutes when I'm not taking like little breaks to vlog and like look stuff up, because I had to look things up for like inspiration. I think like, you know, how she's like a painter, I was like looking up like a specific painting with like these colors because I was like, I have the color scheme in mind, but I don't know what I want her to paint. I had to look that up a little bit. It's roughly between 600 and 700 when I am doing these 25-minute sprints, which is like great. I think the most I've ever written was like 990 or something in like the 25 minutes. But yeah, so we are cruising along. Say if we do that again, we'll be at like 780, and then if we do like 3 more sprints, okay, hold on. Let's like do some calculations. If we do more sprints, and I just say let's do 650, right? If I do 2 more sprints, actually no, we'll do the whole math. If we do the full 3 sprints with Sarah Sutton, I will be at 9,066 words if I reach at least 650 each sprint. And that's like kind of the goal. And I wanted to keep writing, and I was writing really fast. I was like, I have 20 seconds left. Like, let's get that down. So I think that we're making really good progress. We are not the date yet. We are actually in the car on the way to the date. Ooh, I don't know what I just did. But it's going very well. I'm 2 pages into chapter 6. Chapter 6 itself is 659 words. So honestly, if we do like a chapter or a chapter and a half for each sprint, we will definitely hit 10,000 tonight. I have some high hopes, and I'm probably honestly going to write in between because she's talking right now. I'm probably going to try to like just get some writing done in between the sprints, at least trying to. I know I'm also doing like some cleaning in between because I have my friends going over later, so I'm trying to like vacuum and clean. So there's that. Yeah, so that's just our progress. The first sprint was 661 words, and I definitely think that we will get hopefully more with this next one because I'm really excited. I have a plan this time. I have plans. So now that my plan is like, because I had to like shift directions, obviously, like last time I just told you that, but I've made my plans based off of that shift of direction. So now I'll actually know what I need to do and what I'm talking about. So that's the goal. Yeah, I will see you guys soon. I have gained someone on my desk. We're just gonna make this sprint very difficult. If you can't tell who it is, it's the cat. Percy, baby, you are sitting right in front of my monitor and frankly almost my keyboard. The girl is a distraction. What can I say? Well, come sit on my lap and then we can start the sprint. Yeah, we can start the sprint. All right, now we can start a sprint now that the cat is sitting in my lap instead of in front of my monitor where I can see. So let's get started. We have 24 minutes left after. I'll have some time, but now we're gonna get started. Okay, so end of sprint 2. I did really bad. We might not be hitting that goal tonight. I did really bad. I did 345 words. I got super distracted. I was texting my friends about our plans tonight, and then I looked up a YouTube video for rain sounds because I really like the idea of rain because I actually brought it up in this draft. I don't know why I was struggling. I brought up how my main character likes rain because I like rain, and I like to put some points of my personality in each of my characters so I can feel more involved with my characters. Most of the time I don't explicitly be like, this is what the author does, but my character in this book likes rain. That's her favorite weather, and that's my favorite weather. So that is that. Yeah, I struggled a lot with the restaurant, thinking of like what it looks like we're on the date right now, and I was like struggling to get through like the car scene because I was like, I feel like they should be having more conversation, but I just don't know, and like I kind of feel like I was dragging it on. So then I went to the restaurant, but then I sat there staring at my screen being like, I don't know how to describe the restaurant. Like, it's supposed to be like it has like a certain theme, but then I was like moving on too fast, and so I feel like I'm just getting stuck going back and forth on being like, I need to get get this written down for the word count, but then being like, I feel like I'm moving on from the scene too fast, or I just don't know what else to put in there besides like dialogue, because I feel like most of my words is just straight dialogue. It's mostly just dialogue. Like almost this entire page is straight dialogue. And I feel like if there's one thing that I have a weakness about, it is being able to write surrounding like scenes, and like I very much have white room syndrome where I kind of forget to like explain the surroundings and like other things in the room and what's going on. So I feel like that's something I need to work on. She's probably not going to do like another sprint for like another 10 minutes, so I'm going to try to get in some word count in between there, because I think my friends are coming over within like the next hour. I think the stream's still going to be going, so we're going to have to cut the sprint's short, which sucks because I love doing them with Sarah. Yeah, I think I want to try to at least add like another 200 words before she starts the next sprint, or at least like get some figured out, because I think I'm going to DoorDash Subway. I told myself I was not going to DoorDash Subway, but I kind of want to DoorDash Subway because I feel like I already went out today and I don't want to do anything else. But let me get some words in. Let me give you guys an update. It's either going to be right before the next sprint, or it's going to be after or midway through the next sprint. Also, I put my glasses on because my contacts were giving me a migraine. So I switched them out. The reason I hate wearing my my glasses when doing these videos is because you can see my screen. That's the only thing that sucks. Other than that, I don't mind my glasses. I feel like you rarely see me in my glasses anymore, but that's just because I hate the glare. So yeah, I'm gonna get some writing done, and I'll update you guys in a little bit when hopefully I get more words. I got my Subway, listening to my rain. I already had this, but this is honestly my new favorite Red Bull. I'm really sad that it's going to go away after spring. But there's only 8 minutes left of the sprint, so I'm going to actually do the sprint and then eat while she's talking. It's actually going really well. I love where this is going, actually. Their conversation's cute. Still struggling with finding the surroundings a little bit, but I'm such a heavy dialogue writer that I can fill stuff in later. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep going with the story, keep going with the flow, and then fill it in later, different drafts, so I can get a better idea of the scene. Now we're at 7.5 minutes, so let me get back to writing. Okay, we are starting our last sprint of the night. 3, 2, 1. Not eaten my Subway yet. But yeah, this is my last sprint, and I still need 2,011 words. So obviously we're not going to do that this sprint, but I still have all night to write. And yeah, so time to get sprinting for the last one of Sarah Sutton's live vlog, or live stream. So let's get going. Okay, so I just finished the last sprint of the night. I did 515 words that sprint, and I don't remember if I told you guys like what I wrote last sprint. I wrote 522. So honestly, the first, third, and fourth sprints were pretty good. I wrote pretty well for all of my sprints. I am currently at a word count of 8,504, which means I'm roughly 1,500 words away from hitting my 10K goal, and I know my friends are coming over in like 15-20 minutes, but we're just watching movies that I've already watched, so I am just gonna have my laptop, which is fine. They don't care. I've already like talked to them about it before, about how I just kind of like chill there with my writing open, which they're used to now at this point. So I'm definitely gonna hit 10K tonight. I'm not gonna vlog anymore until after they leave, but at that point it'll probably just be like the end of the video, and I'll give you like an end of the night summary. So for now we're done with like the vloggy part, and I'll update you guys later on if I hit 10K words or not. I think I'll be able to. I'm excited that I'll be able to. So I'll see you guys in the next clip, and hopefully by then I've written 10,000 words. Alright, so it is the next day. It's currently Sunday, and we did not write as many words as I wanted to yesterday. My final word count on the document was 8,481, which means I did not reach the 10K goal yesterday, which, you know what, that's okay, because we still got 2,026 words onto the page, which I think that was like 2-ish chapters, which is good because like I hadn't really done any big writing since the 9th. I'm like looking at like my chart on here. So that was honestly good that I got back into writing. I was definitely struggling with white room syndrome because I feel like a lot of this is just like, I'm like just looking back and it's just so much like dialogue. Almost every single step is dialogue, and like I think I'm just struggling with that because like this is like a genre I don't typically write in, so I don't know how to write in it well, which I think on top of like just writing in general, I'm probably gonna try to do some like a little bit of research on just how to write like contemporary romance and like try to get some more information on that, so like I'm producing good content, like good words essentially. So that'll probably be a goal of mine within like this next week or so, is just to do some research on like romance and like tropes and like all of that. So that'll be a goal of mine. Thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. I hope you guys found it entertaining. I did a lot more in the vlog than I thought I was going to do. I think I originally started the vlog thinking it was gonna be like a week-long vlog, but I did so much yesterday. I was like, there's no way that this is all like filmed in one day and I have 6 more days to go. Yeah, there's no way. So I hope you guys are happy with like the 1-day vlog. I haven't done one of those in a really long time. I actually really liked it. Feel like I was productive. We got some things done. We got new art prints, which will all be in the description below. I'll have the original Gothic ones that I had up there for the last year if you guys are interested in those, and then I will link down the new ones I have up there from all the Sarah J Maas and Fourth Wing books. I will have those all linked below if you guys are interested. Also linked in the description is all of my books if you are interested in those. I know I've already talked about them, but if you're interested, if they're on Kindle Unlimited, or you can buy the paperback, which would also be helpful, and I would love it if you check those out. Comment down below what you are currently working on. As you can see, I am working on Project Paint and trying to do like a read through Project Crimson. I think I'm like 13 chapters in, but that's like a whole different video. So if you're interested in Project Crimson, stay tuned for that. Please like this video to let me know you liked this 1-day vlog or just the writing vlog in general. And I don't remember if I mentioned I have a Patreon, which is new. It has exclusive content, which is just going to be posted to Patreon. I am doing vlogs of writing short story prompts that are generated every other, I think I'm doing like every other week. This prompt that I'm doing this week is a message from an unknown planet between 500 and 1,000 words. So that is what I'm currently working on for Patreon. You will only find it on Patreon. I'm not telling you guys anything else besides the prompt and word count. I'm vlogging my process over there. I'll be posting it. If you are subscribed to my Patreon, you will be getting the video and the short story uploaded. Like, you'll get access to that. If you don't want to subscribe, find like a prompt that you are curious about and want to read. I do also have them purchased for, I think right now my first one was like $3 for my short story my first short story that I wrote. That was not a prompt for like a randomly generated prompt. That was a prompt I made for one of my classes, my nonfiction class. So it'll probably be like one of the only nonfiction pieces I put up there because I don't typically write that. But because it was for my class and I loved it, I put it on my Patreon. So if you're interested, go check it out. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye!